I'm on a personal mission not to use a PA for this whole tour. I had to give in one night, but then I took everybody outside, and then the club tried to not pay me because I emptied their club. Anyways, long story. My name's Ben. I'm in a band called Kinda Like Spitting. I drove here in an '86 Nissan from Oregon. So I guess we can get started. Do you want to maybe close that door? Are kids still coming? Okay. And thank you all for coming and staying and watching. One thing I was thinking about before I wanted to start real quick. This is an amazing turnout, and you guys have the makings of something that could be really brilliant. And so it's awesome to see so many kids getting together and coming to shows and supporting the local bands that way. And it's so nice to play with bands that give it their all. And it's just pretty rad to be here. So this is a new song. I'm puzzled at the office, puzzled at the bank. I put my hands against the tree line, I know it's real, but it still looks fake. And the last thing I remember from this world was the drum tape, clicked out on the tape too slow. Oh, what a life we give towards obsessions and curled toes, and the deadline is running through our friends as well as foes. And the tree line looks over like a bending ghost as I go down this road of the boring. I'm bored. No one saw it coming, everyone was shocked. So I bum my roommate's helmet and keep a tight grip on my bike lock. Take the side streets, keep my eyes clocked. Now it only takes a second to pass. I've had some really nice people say some really smart things to me. I've had really good people bummed out here in this bed next to me. So I see my life in circles through these outrages, and I have had some really nice people have to tell me goodbye. So I give a wish to a nickel, close my eyes and let it fly and try to stay positive. Thanks. Make what you can out of nothing. Keep bluffing your way to extinction. You're a sick fuck to think that this, unlike anything else, will last forever. Building rock anthems, a jigsaw exterior. You see what you miss, but you can't stand to be near her. It's bigger that you realize, but short-sighted impulses own what's left of your dignity. Tell yourself quietly, don't plow the field yet. You're waiting to grow some new life from retrospect. You know free agency pays little in the long run, but you just don't feel like your legs are that tired yet. Friends and go-betweens sing like canaries crushed in spring. Says the thanks you get somewhere that's sweet. Maybe someday we will meet, and I can thank you without strings. All these befores that can drill on long after. It's all just leverage when you're sure that it's over. The streets go blurry like a movie that you saw once. Minutes freeze, but you can't collect the corners still. She used to whisper your name like a refrain. And when she held you, you know you felt safer, but your demons are fucking huge. You stack your deck to lose. You say there's nothing you can do, but we all know you're lying. Friends and go-betweens sing like canaries crushed in leaves. 'Tis the thanks you get. You get what you put in, I guess that's bullshit in the end. Written under fluorescent lights that replace the sun at night. So now that it's been a while, somehow come back in style. You smile at me. I hear the trash collectors at night, drunk romance soft, forgiving light, it's all the same. 50s, 60s, 70s now, art films burnt into our brow. If it's all the same to you, I'm going home. This is really, really cool. There's room if you guys want to kind of come up. Can we kind of try to make room? Anybody who wants to sit on the stage, or feel free to. I don't need the room really. And get closer if you want. There's room. Here is Johnny Cash died. I don't know.
Yes.
Yes, I saw that.
Remember Johnny Cash.
Remember.
Finally.
This is a, you know what, finally?
Yeah, no, I'm saying finally someone said something.
Yeah, okay. I'm like, you bastard. And actually it's funny because we were watching this, we got here kind of early and we don't know too many people here. I've never been here before. And so we ended up getting a hotel. I know it's kind of lame. But, and we were watching this documentary on Johnny Cash and I didn't know he had passed yet. And we watched, like, seriously, we got it 5 minutes into it. I watched his whole life, and I was just thinking to myself, like, Johnny Cash, man. All right, Johnny fucking Cash. And then at the very end, it was like, Johnny Cash passed away today. And Mike and I were talking. I don't know any Johnny Cash songs, but I do know "Song of Remembrance" by Phil Oakes, and this is for Johnny Cash's memory and Johnny Cash's work. Oh, I am the unknown soldier who died in World War II. Didn't want to fight, it was the only thing to do. I was the victim of a world that went insane. Won't you show me that I didn't die in vain? Remember me when the crosses are up-burning. Remember me when the racists come around. Remember me when the tides of peace are turning. Remember me and please don't let me down. Over the South Pacific Islands and the Hiroshima sands, raise the flag of freedom over many distant lands. Every time I killed a man, my own heart felt the pain. Won't you show me that I didn't die in vain? Remember me when the crosses are up-burning. Remember me when the racists come around. Remember me when the tides of peace are turning. Remember me and please don't let me down. Well, I carried my old rifle to the European shores, and every friend that died made me die a little more. Have pity on the man that put a bullet in my brain, and show me that I didn't die in vain. Remember me when the crosses are up-burning. Remember me when the racists come around. Remember me when the tides of peace are turning. Remember me and please don't let me down. And when the fascists started marching, many millions have to pay. We saw them come to power, but we looked the other way. It happened once before and it can happen once again. Won't you show me that I didn't die in vain? Remember me when the crosses are up-burning. Remember me when the racists come around. Remember me when the tides of peace are turning. Remember me and please don't let me down. Thank you. Let the following days always remind us of the present we face, constantly dazed. The following nights uniformly teach and conform, bless and keep us warm, till we're finally safe and together, and have trust are our exchanges. And I see your hands fold, I've watched you grow old. How many smiles have you been faking? From what I'm told, you'd like to see a coffin full. There's no sympathy. So these are useless love letters, and the house is filled with smoke and light, hollow wigs and blacked out eyes, and the scene goes frame by frame. So we finally focus on the few details we have left and failed to use. We will remember what we choose when we finally focus on the few details we have left and failed to use. We will remember what we choose when we finally focus on the few details we have left and failed to use. We will remember what we choose. But the following days always remind us of the present we face, constantly dazed. Thanks. I can't believe how quiet you guys are. It's fucking amazing. Thank you so much. It's rad. I am working on some new stuff. Is it cool if I'm gonna lay a couple new songs, and then if anybody wants to hear anything, or if anybody's heard this stuff before and has something if I can remember it, I remember about half the songs. There's like 120. I think I know about 60 or 70 of them, so good chance I won't know what you want to hear, but maybe I do. This is the gentleman who wrote Remember Me. His name is Phil Oakes. He was a 60s Greenwich Village, Lower East Side character, friends with Dylan, folk singer, killed himself in '82. Had a rough life, really did all the wrong things for the right reasons, and so I ended up reading a book about him and getting really into Phil Oakes and folk music, and that's why I'm here, and this is a song I wrote about his life. It's called Sheriff Oakes. I just finished a book with its covers torn and its pages worn. The story starts on the day you were born in the city where movie houses stood, raised on Elvis and Hollywood. The bad guy's bad and the good guy's good, and the weight of the world is always on the sheriff's shoulders. There was life in the little house above the hospital for the dying. So I will keep singing, I will keep fishing for some words in this water all around me. As the houses of home shook, and as the shelter broke, you got a good long look of a country and class run by buzzards and crooks. Mississippi, Mississippi, through CIA and Klan, through McCarthy's damn blacklist, Nixon and Namby. Tear gas the students, but you had a plan, and the weight of the world is always on the sheriff's shoulders. There was life in the little house above the hospital for the dying. So I will keep singing, I will keep fishing for some words in this water all around me. There was life in the city that night when you found your voice and you voiced your side, and you held your ground to help us see. There's more to life than lovers and shores. There's more to life than an office at the top floor. Somehow, some way, we all find peace. We all find Have you guys heard of the Postal Service?
Yeah!
Well, I guess I don't really need to explain who wrote this. I think thinking it's a sign that the freckles in our eyes are mirror images, and when we kiss they're perfectly aligned. And I have to speculate that if God himself did make us into corresponding shapes, like pieces, puzzles from the clay. Yeah, may seem like a stretch, but it's thoughts like this that catch my troubled head. And you're away, and I am missing you to death. When you are out there on the road, several weeks of shows, and when you scan the radio, I hope this song will guide you home. They will see us waving from such great heights. Come down now, they'll say, but everything looks perfect from far away. Come down now, will stay. So I tried my best to leave this all on your machine, but the persistent beep, it sounded thin upon listening, and that frankly will not fly. You will hear the shrillest highs and the lowest lows with the windows down, as this is guiding you home. They will see us waving from such great heights. Come down now, they'll say, but everything looks perfect from far away. Come down now, we'll stay. It's what to do next. Anybody want to hear anything? Okay. A timber, I don't know actually.
Alright, so
Bye there. Bye. See you later. Okay, cool. Our Savior's fallen ill, and he won't get up. We cast away our stones. Why won't he get up? So unawake with you, you let me drive your car. You let me break your heart, and still not wanna give up. So now the only time I get to see you smile is in the darkest rooms with the brownest tiles, and to hear you laugh, such a sweet refrain, so sick with joy. Hey, I'm the perfect boy. Our Savior's fallen ill, but here's a souvenir, another saint to pierce against our bedroom walls. It says you can't give up, and that you won't wake up till you close your eyes and lay down. Thanks. By the nape of my neck you can hand me down, to forge a little more in the quiet than we found. So just to say anything, You say that you love me, only so much time you can waste on me. There's only so much time you can waste on me. Sometimes I believe in God, punishing for lack of faith. So just to say anything, I say that I love you too. Only so much time you can waste on me. There's only so much time you can waste on me. You feel fat and I feel ugly, and together we don't like anybody. I feel sick, so I know you're gonna run, and I can't blame you. Here's a new rock song. Yay, rock! How's everybody doing? Yeah. Okay? Cool. It's called Enjoy the View, I think. These symbols, so lazy, 15 days without a cent change. Forward yes man, counterclock, cross clutchers, 3 billion people, one fucking name. Raise the flag of resolution, live out your cycles. Out here there's a new constitution, every couple 100 miles. Turn the bed back into a couch, a mattress tongue in the 70s mouth. Not a home, just a fucked up house to spend time in. I know I'm gonna pass and how these history books burn fast. All hail the myth of great control, and all hail the holes we shine in for $3 at the door. And all along the way you sang hallelujah, save these souls. And the more and more you gave, the less you seem to have your own. These labels, these long names, another construct holds up the mainframe. Take the piss out, no eye contact for haters. In this weather, we're all wet the same. I see the flags, I hear the standards, keep every frame on file. Self-installed self-improvement stalls of how we give ourselves to style. Turn the bed back into a couch and pin thank you notes on the fridge. Hands out, flames rise, try not to feed them, but oh how we know when we're defeated. I know I'm gonna pass and how these history books burn fast. All hail the joke, we're getting away with. I've got the check, but I'll have to post-date it. And all along the way you sang hallelujah, save these souls. And the more and more you gave, less you seem to have your own. So we burn in whatever we have to learn. And we burn in whatever we have to learn. Song by Billy Bragg. One of them's off for food, and the other one's off his head, and they're both spinning heading off down the boozer to drink a toast to the one that he hates most. And she says, there are no winners, only losers. Well, if there are no winners, then what is this he sees as he watches? A complete lack of honor. As he looks in the stands with his head in his hands, and he thinks of all the things he'd like to bring down upon her. But revenge will bring cold company in this darkest hour, as the jukebox says it's all over now. And he stands and he screams, what have I done? I've fallen in love with a little time bomb. I've fallen in love with a little time bomb. He's such a man, he's punching at walls with his bare and bloody hands. He's screaming, shouting and acting crazy, but at home he sits alone and he cries just like a baby. And he holds your letters, but he can't read them as he fights this loneliness that you call freedom. And you said this would happen and you not wrong. I've fallen in love with a little time bomb. I've fallen in love with a little time bomb. Thank you. Brother, friend, it's not like I want this to end. Sister, companion, it's not like I plan to abandon, but I have been here before. Your pages get flipped, I can tell by the weight in your face that you can't be trusted. And I have been here before. There's nothing behind it. You can't tell us that we're all together like a sea of presidential timber. And we're piled up one by one because I like you. Oh, I like you. You can't see our hands collapsing till we find some kind of space. It comes on slow and then it takes over. Let's be passionate. It's not like we'll get another chance to do this. Don't be embarrassed. Go over the top and come up from the bottom. Let's be passionate. It's not like we'll get another chance to do this. Don't be embarrassed. Your heart, your lips, the parts of your being that I miss, they have seasoned me over the last year. But haven't we been here before? And shouldn't we have something against these words when there's nothing behind it? I want to take these little minutes and try to find myself some space. I want to relive little minutes, try to keep this dream awake. I want to relive little minutes, but they just keep stacking up on themselves. You can't make it fit when it works like this. If it becomes a job, let's be passionate. It's not like we'll get another chance to do this. Don't be embarrassed. Go over the top and come up from the bottom. Let's be passionate. It's not like we'll get another chance to do this. Don't be embarrassed. can we make it through 3 more? Is that cool? I'll play as long as people want me to play. What? Dude, the bass line carries that whole thing. My part is. I'll play the riff. That's all I mean, but. Ooh, I haven't played that one in a long time. I wonder if I could remember it. I could try it, but if I screw up, nobody be too hard on me. You know how much my car? I've spent $900 on my car in the last week. It's been breaking down like every other day. But we finally got it solved. New catalytic converter this morning. So we're a little out of it. We drove all night to find a mechanic, and here's a song. He calls me nearly every day. What he's thinking. He calls me because his world is cruel. Because I am cruel, he calls me. And sex almost always comes up. Sex almost always comes up. I wonder what he's really thinking as he pulls the hair out my face. I wonder what he's really after. He's got movies at his place. I wonder what he's really wanting. Is he lying right to my face? Is he lying right to my face? Soul converter. Soul converter. Soul converter. I'm gonna act like I never ever heard of ya. He calls me nearly every day. Thanks. Alright. Here's a song off of an album called You Secretly Want Me Dead. I have records and stuff for sale. I'm on tour. We're running out of shirts. This might be the last night we have shirts. So if you're a youth large,
medium, small, youth
a medium,
large.
small, or a youth large, feel free to climb on the shirt train. What am I talking about? I get nervous. I can't blame it on my job. No, I can't blame it on that. I can't blame it on the tetherball. Never comes unlatched. I can't blame my dead ears for ringing in my dead ears. Every note I hit seems a little flat. of sorts, a very late start, rocking the sea, it ain't like me. You're sinking in the sand, I can't blame my girlfriend. Seems a real friend. The cool heart never goes cold on me. I can't blame the lying idiot rock star mirror. I'm dancing like a moron. I guess it's my own fault. It's my own fault again. There's temperament and there's tentative actions. Somewhere in the middle is a bitter young fool with a palate for poison and a poem for every rejection. It comes down to me and me, or you and you alone. The people we love could never crawl inside of us, even if they wanted to. Happy, it's up to you. All right, I have now it's getting about that time. Should probably I'm trying to think of stuff I forgot to play. Oh, here's a song, and then there's a couple more. I'll play an old one, a new one, and then a cover, and we'll say goodnight to each other. We say, oh shit. We say I love you, voice, a lot of singing, it fucks me up. We say I love you every time he hangs the phone, but it's not like you're alone. Seen as awkward, not really like an end, and it's not like we're just friends. So strange to really like him. So nice to see the joy that it brings. Right where you belong, not in these creepy songs with me. And when we hold that second longer, chest to chest, I can feel your heart beating in your breast. See that happiness, your truest gift when you're on the phone with him and you bite your lip. So strange to change from a martyr into a person. Do you know you always help keep me from slipping right where you belong? Not in these creepy songs, not in these creepy songs with me. Thanks. Have any of you guys ever listened to Syd Barrett? There's a really famous Syd Barrett song where he goes, it's the melody lines, yes, I'm thinking of this, yes I am. And the beginning of the song, because he went crazy and he left Pink Floyd, he was one of the original members, dropped a bunch of acid and lost his mind, and like, so he's recording this record, and I swear there's like 10 starts where he goes, yes I'm thinking. Yes, I'm dead, and he can't get it. For like, that's what I felt like. So, here is a new song, and yeah. There's so much that I don't understand, so I lay awake and analyze the night. I've popped every pock, picked at every scab, and the levels aren't hot enough. It sounds so cramped and tight. Faster than a bullet from the chamber. From hotel beds, I love you said to strangers. No matter what it meant, it seems like such a lie. So I am wasting all my time finding signals, writing rhymes. Not one voice goes unaffected, crumbling under all the weight of critics, judges, mentors, falling off the cart, some sunlit, showless, hopeless town. And in the winter the van is quiet and we're crowded. The pen is broken, I'm bleeding on the napkin. All of these songs are inconsequential, so it's over, it's all over. You hope my Greyhound would roll over down into the drink, and the cops would block the streets for miles, crumbling under all the weight of critics, judges, mentors, falling off the cart, some sunlit, showless, hopeless town. The spell I'm under, blankets, earplugs swelled up, breath getting quicker, so I dog-ear pages to remember where I left off. I hope we grow up soon before my mind goes out of tune. I hope we grow up soon before our lights go out. And in the winter the van is quiet. Thanks. This is my last song. You guys are really fantastic. Thank you for coming. Keep going to your local shows and support all the bands from here. And you guys have a really good thing going. It's nice to see. I can't say that for every place I go. And this is a song by a band called Pulp. She came from Greece, she had a thirst for knowledge. She studied sculpture at St. Martin's College, that's where I caught her eye. She told me that her dad was loaded. Said in that case I'll have rum and Coca-Cola, she said fine. And in 30 seconds time, she said, I wanna live like common people. I wanna do whatever common people do. Wanna sleep with common people. I wanna sleep with common people like you. Oh, what else could I do? I said I'd see what I could do. So I took her to a supermarket. I don't know why, but I had to start it somewhere. So it started there. I said, pretend you've got no money. She just laughed and said, you're so funny. I said, yeah. I don't see no one else laughing here. Are you sure you want to live like common people? You want to do whatever common people see? You want to sleep with common people? You want to sleep with common people like me? But she didn't understand. She just smiled and held my hand. To rent a flat above a shop, cut your hair and get a job, smoke some bags and play some pool. Pretend you never went to school, but still you'll never get it right. When you're laying in bed at night, watching the roaches climb the wall, you can call your dad, he can stop it all. You'll never live like common people. You'll never do whatever common people do. You'll never fail like common people. You'll never watch your lives slide out of view. So So you dance and you drink and you screw, 'cause there's nothing else to do. So sing along with the common people. Sing along and it might just get you through. Laugh along with the common people. Laugh along even though they're laughing at you and all the stupid things that you do because you think that poor is cool. So like a dog hiding in the corner, they will bite you, never warn you, look out. They'll tear your insides out. 'Cause everybody hates a tourist, even one that thinks it's oh such a laugh. Yeah, and the chip stains and grease will come out in the back. You will never understand how it feels to live your life with no meaning or control, and with nowhere left to go. You are amazed that we exist and burn so bright while you can only wonder why. So rent a line of barber shop, cut your hair and get a job, smoke some bags and play some pool, pretend you never went to school. Oh, so you'll never get it right when you're laid in bed at night, watching the roaches climb the wall. You could call your dad, he could stop it all. You'll never live like common people. You'll never do whatever common people do. You'll never fail like common people. You'll never watch your life slide out of you. So you dance and you drink and you screw, 'cause there's nothing else to do. I have one more song, and I was thinking about Johnny Cash, and I just want to do one more song about shit. I don't want to talk too much because I know that's really lame when people try to get up and preach and shit. I'm not preaching. It's just like watching that documentary today and what we were talking about earlier, what I was talking about earlier, made me really appreciate the fact that I'm still pretty young and I have a lot ahead of me, and all of you guys do too. And this is about that. So let's end it on like a positive, like loving note, and everybody be nice to each other if you can. And thanks for coming. You guys are super, super cool. Right through the turnstile and off the loft we went. We were taken in by strangers and called out by Coyle and Ken. Whoa, concentrate on as far back as you can go, when we would put a bullet in its belfry to prove it's all a hoax. So what, we won't impress those fireworks with the strumming bar smiles, but you can look up how high heaven is and try to count the miles. It keeps us busy for a while. So says the cradle to the kick drum, oh, your life will begin again. And smoke butts like spent bullets, our street sweepers home to sleep again. And when he put his arms around me, his hoodie smelled like gasoline. So here's to all lost fragrances, to a future with some balance, to a future without judgment, to a future with my family, to a future without anger, to a fate of more than damaged fits, to a future worth remembering. for coming. Do you? Okay. You can keep those lights on. It's actually better if yeah, because then I can see everybody. So, unless it sucks for you guys. Is it okay? Lights shine down? I'll do one more really quick. Shit, and I'm blanking on what to do.
Dodge dart.
Okay. I don't want to do dodge dart. I'm not going to do it. Shit, now I can't think of anything else to do. What, anybody want to hear anything?
All else fail.
Next time. Promise. It's on the list. Okay, fuck it. She said, just you mirror everyone that you ever met. Don't worry, I'll see you soon, and I believed you. Said I haven't seen you, but in better times you were a friend of mine. Or the one that said I don't mind. From my house to the bus stop, I see a Dodge Dart fall off. It gets scary in the heart again. I didn't choose this. Clutch fisted cold breath. Pissed off that we blew it. And my best behaviors be my behavior next time you lay eyes on me. I don't want to try. I don't want to try. Some things should come naturally. But if they don't, you just can't force them. If they won't, you just can't force them. Trusting on the side, you foot down on the gas, never looking back. You are the lucky one, it's different like a freeway, stuck within a freeze frame. 5x7 nightmare and youth. For the lucky ones, everywhere I go, you've colored. I get ugly when I'm sad, afraid I lost the best I ever had. So I'm placing the X on you. Didn't wish I didn't have to. White kids outside the Sev, break bottles in the gutter. Thanks for coming. Thank you. We have records up here.